have continuing education at that school, they trade it to somebody else. Somebody else buys it from them. A digital rights to go to that school. Maybe it trades up. Maybe my brother, instead of having 80,000 of debt, maybe it would have gone up by 80,000. Maybe his 4-year degree. People always ask me, Ty, what's the next big trend? What's the future hold? What's the next big thing I can get into early? I have the answer for you. Things that used to be expenses are going to turn into profits for people. Things that used to be just an expense, money out of your wallet, and you got nothing for it except that thing in the moment, are going to turn into assets, long-term assets. Let me give you an example. And they're going to be digital. They're going to be on your phone. My brother went to college, 4-year college degree. At the end, all he had was his degree, piece of paper, and 80,000 of debt with interest that burdened him for many years and stressed him out. His kids, his grandkids, is not going to be like that. They're going to have the right, their wallet on their phone, right to go to 4 years out of college. At the end, when they're done with it, when it's no longer needed, that they have continuing education at that school, they trade it to somebody else. Somebody else buys it from them. A digital rights to go to that school. Maybe it trades up. Maybe my brother, instead of having 80,000 of debt, maybe it would have gone up by 80,000. Maybe his 4-year degree, instead of putting him in crippling debt, would have been actually an asset that produced a profit for him. You can't do that now, not easily. There's no way to trade things. So your whole life, people are always trying to create wealth, financial independence. I'm like, the number one problem is what? You have expenses. Most people have income, but it's not enough because you got expenses. Now, you see companies like Airbnb try to do this. It's like, okay, you have a house, that's an expense, but maybe you don't need that one room, so you put it up on Airbnb and someone can live in your house. And that's just the beginning. But the trend I'm talking about is this access will be on somebody's phone. You won't need a site like Airbnb. You'll want, maybe you got an extra room there, boop, it'll be an NFT. Digitally, somebody trades to have access to it. And when they're done, they can resell it to somebody else or you can get it back. Easy, easy. No middleman taking a cut. You can just do it yourself. That is the future, ladies and gentlemen. That is the future. Things that are in your life that are expenses, turning into assets. Now, not just regular assets, because you can have assets now, but they're hard to trade. They're hard to get the value of them. For me, people are like, hey, Ty, I want to talk with you. I want to have dinner with you. Well, I don't always have time to do that as a businessman. Oh, Ty, I want you to mentor me. For me, I'm like, well, what if I give you this little thing, you buy it from me, we'll call it